Okay, this is tire number 4. Putting on the rim. The first part's the easiest, so I didn't show that. And this part where it gets tricky is it wants to pop off the rim, so a clamp there. And then I'll just work around. And as I work around, I use another locking pliers and move that around as I go. And one thing I did to prep the tire is I sanded the bead seat, going around this way. There was quite a bit of corrosion. I don't know if it was due to, on this side, I don't know if it was due to having a weight there. All the other tires had stick-on weights like you see down over there. But yeah, this side of the rim had a lot of corrosion on it. And I don't know if it was because of this, pushing out on the tire and then water getting in there and what. This is probably aluminum rim. So I sanded it. I used, 60 grit. That's what I had handy. Got it pretty clean. And then I used a silicone lubricant that I had. It's almost gone now. Had it almost 20 years, or over 20 years. And silicone's supposed to be rubber safe. I lubricated up the bead seat here. It's starting to dry now. I warmed up the tire earlier in the house. I have a sauna, or as you say, sauna in English. So I'm going to spray some soapy water on that, and then I'm going to work this on. And we'll see how it goes. Now, last tire, I had a little bit trouble getting the tire to seat. That's because this car came standard with wider tires in the rear. But my favorite tire place, Discount Tire, their website indicates this tire should fit these rims. We call them rims up here in the Midwest. Some other places call them wheels. And you want to go fairly close to this, because if you take too big of a bite, you end up trying to stretch the tire up to here, and it's just doesn't go good. And I put it in about where it slides in, like, right here I won't be able to get it in, so I got to go over here. Sometimes I can move it over. Sometimes I got to use a hammer. Using my finger there right now, let's see how far it's in. This is probably other than breaking the bead seat, this has been the easiest part. I didn't move the vice grip yet, but and so I had trouble getting the bead seat to set on the last one I did, because it was also one of the rear tires. So I had to go to the store. I bought some. I tried propane earlier. Tried to ratchet strap on the around the tire, and I couldn't get it to pop. So then I tried brake cleaner. I just pushed this in a little bit better, a little bit more now, because sometimes it'll pop off because it's right on the edge. So since I had it going, then I was able to go ahead and push it in more. But I had some trouble getting that one to set. I had the valve stem out. Tried propane.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, I'm making a video. And it didn't work. Tried brake cleaner. Didn't work. It kind of like was just burning inside the tire. And I also bought starting fluid. That wasn't working. I had the valve stem out all along. And I was like, well, maybe it's not getting enough air. It's not burning fast enough. So I put the valve stem core, I was saying valve stem, but it's just the core. I put that back in, hooked up the air compressor to it, got the air going into the tire, and then used starting fluid again. And that got it to get enough air. And then it just popped right on. Okay, that went really, really well. Now I still got to balance these tires. I don't have a method for that yet, but I'm planning on buying one of them bubble balancers off Amazon. And doing it that way. I have to do a little research on that. So when I spray that stuff in here, I just do it on the side away from the valve core. You know, it's got TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. So tires on. I'm gonna maybe try the propane again. There's my torch. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I gotta plug the air compressor in. Now that lubricant I used on the tire bead seat is silicone lubricant. It's not supposed to attack rubber. Even container says, you know, you can use it on belts and other stuff. So we'll see if it works with propane this time. So what I need to do is put that valve stem in and give the tire air. Maybe I'll do it with the compressor off, just so it doesn't get so loud. Hopefully I got enough propane in there. Got glasses on. So I do got safety glasses on. Well, it needed starting fluid on that one. That worked better. Brake cleaner wasn't burning, but you know, if I go like this, it does. Go like this, it burns. But it wasn't burning inside the tire. So, starting fluid did the trick.